I've been living here for a little over a year now. Old building, 12 floors, the creaky pipes, and a constant smell of wet paint and dust. Most people would call it depressing, but for me, it feels safe. I like the sound of the rain against the window, the hum of the city far below, and the way the hallway light flickers at exactly 3:15 every night. I've learned to find comfort in patterns. Because when things stay the same, I can almost believe I'm getting better. My apartment is small, just one bedroom, a kitchen, and a window facing the fire escape. Sometimes I hear someone walking above me late at night. Heavy steps, slow, deliberate. But according to the building manager, the apartment above mine has been empty for years. He even laughed when I asked if anyone moved in recently. Said the whole floor is sealed. Yet every night, I hear him walking. Back and forth, back and forth. A few weeks ago, I started getting letters. No return address, no name, just a few words written in pencil, barely legible. I hear you too. Stop walking at night. You're not alone in there. At first, I thought it was some prank, maybe from kids in the building. But the doorman said nobody's delivered anything for me in months. I keep the letters in the drawer beside my bed. Sometimes, when I can't sleep, I take them out and read them again. Trying to figure out who's watching me. There's this man, the one who lives next door. Or at least, I think he does. We've never met, but sometimes we talk through the wall. His voice is deep, calm. The kind of voice that feels familiar, even if you've never heard it before. He says he can't sleep either, that the steps upstairs keep him awake. We laugh about it, two sleepless souls sharing thin walls and old stories. One night, I decided to visit him. I baked cookies, something normal, something human. But when I walked to the end of the hallway, the door to apartment 415 was locked. Metal chains across the handle, a city seal reading "Property condemned, do not enter, January 1998. The air was cold. And on the wall near the handle, I saw deep scratches, fingernails embedded into the wood, as if someone tried to claw their way out. After that night, the building changed. Or maybe I did. Mirrors began reflecting rooms I'd never seen. My own reflection sometimes blinked a second too late. And when I played back my voice recordings, the ones I make for therapy, there were other voices whispering between my sentences. You left us here. Why did you lock the door? Don't pretend you forgot. I threw the recorder away. But sometimes, when I wake up at night, I still hear it playing from somewhere at the apartment. Yesterday, I got a phone call. A man's voice, calm, professional. He said he was my doctor. Asked if I was still taking my medication. I told him he had the wrong number. I'm not a patient anymore. I haven't been for years. He paused for a moment, then asked, "Do you remember what happened on November 13th? The line crackled. I couldn't answer. Just a ringing sound in my ears, like an alarm, distant and metallic. Then silence. I looked at my phone screen. It showed one line of text. Incoming call, room 4113. That's my apartment. Last night, I tried to leave, but every time I opened the door, I ended up back inside.
The hallway changed, paint peeled, lights dimmed, and the city noise outside, gone.
I went downstairs, but instead of the lobby, I found myself in the basement.
The walls were wet, covered in mold, and the smell of disinfectant filled the old.
There were photographs pinned to the wall, old black and white pictures of people in municipal gowns.
Their faces were blanked out with ink. I lifted one and froze. It was me. The label read, Evelyn Carter, patient 413, admitted November 13, 1998.
I remember now. The experiments. The sound therapy.
We thought it could cure schizophrenia. Expose patients to their own voices until they recognize the truth within them, but something went wrong.
The patients started hearing voices that weren't theirs. One of them ended it all. And I was the one who designed the treatment.
They said I broke down after the fire, that I couldn't accept what I'd done, that they had to keep me somewhere safe. But I don't belong here. I'm not one of them. This is my apartment, my home, isn't it?
Evelyn, it's time for your medicine.
No, that's not, oh, it's not real! When I opened my eyes, the room was white. Padded walls, bright lights. A metal door with a small window. Someone was watching from the other side.
A man with kind eyes and a clipboard.
Good morning, Evelyn. How are we feeling today?
I looked around, trying to remember, but all I could say was, I'd like to go back to my apartment now.
Room 417. That's where I live.
And whispered to the nurse. She's getting worse. I still hear them through the walls, through the silence, through the cracks in time itself.
They keep whispering one sentence, over and over.
You never left, Evelyn. You never left room 413!